everyone, in today's video I'm going to be doing my makeup decluttering and organization. I do have to organize my vanity a little bit and like clean out the little containers in which I organize my makeup and stuff like that. So I have two places where I store my makeup. I have my vanity. I've done a vanity tour in the past, and that's where I store the majority of the makeup that I use on a daily basis, or my newer makeup, or makeup that I just gravitate towards the most. And then I also have some drawers, and that's where I keep the rest of my makeup collection. So there's a lot of things in those drawers that I just don't use. I don't really use a lot of my collection. So I'm gonna try my best to condense it as much as possible and not hoard or hold on to things, but yeah, you guys will see what I get rid of. So I'm going to be putting everything that I'm either donating or getting rid of in this basket, and I'm gonna try my best to just organize things further. So yeah, if you guys are interested in some more spring cleaning, just keep watching. If you open the drawer, I just have these containers which I got from Muji, and you guys can just check out my vanity tour if you want like a more in-depth organization type of video. What I like to do every couple of months is just take the containers out one by one, take everything out of it, and clean the individual little containers because they do get dirty from just using this so much every day. So I'm gonna be doing that. And as I'm doing that, I'm also going to be getting rid of the things in each individual container that I do not use or that's expired. The first thing that I'm going to take out is this, which is my concealer little container. The only thing I don't use from here is this little guy right here. And this is just the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light Concealer. It just doesn't really do much for my under eyes. So that's gonna go in the basket. Next, I have kind of like my tools. I have my eyelash curler, two of my favorite Stila liquid eyeshadows, my stylus, two little brushes, and my lipstick, which this should go in the lipstick container. I think I need everything in here besides this eye cream. It's the Lancome Energy de Vie. It just doesn't sit well underneath makeup, so that's gonna go in the basket, and I'm just gonna continue the process. These are the mascaras that I currently have, and I actually do kind of like rotate through all of these. So I think that we're good in the mascara container. So I finished the front section here, and these are all of the containers cleaned and like semi-organized. I'll further organize them once I've put them back in the drawer, but now we're going to move to the back. These are the palettes. I have my Morphe 350 palette, my Sonia Kashuk palette. I absolutely love this palette. Chocolate Bar palette, just a Z palette with a bunch of Makeup Geek eyeshadows. Lorac Pro palette, my favorite Naked Basics palette, and this is my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, which I use like every day. This actually has to go in the little bronzer container. Then I also have my Lancome eye makeup remover, which I'm gonna try to fit in a container. Next, I have more palettes. My Stila Soul palette, magnetic palette with some blushes in it. This is my Becca Ombre Rouge palette. I've used this so much and I absolutely love it. And then I have my Do the Hula by Benefit, which I use to make my foundations darker. Next, I have my foundations or my tinted moisturizers. This is my Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer, which should go in this container, which is my primer container. My Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, a bunch of Infallible Pro Matte foundations. I have my Makeup Forever Face and Body, my Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint, Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl, My Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite primers. Hydrating Primer. Now these are all of my eyeliners. This is one of my favorite for like wing, like a nice matte wing. This is the NYX matte eyeliner. This stuff does not budge. Okay, so far this is everything that I took out of all of the containers. So this actually has to go back in the drawer. This is the Makeup Forever Base Mattifying Primer. I don't use this because I'm just too dry to be using a mattifying primer. So that's going in the basket. Next I have the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I also never ever use this, so basket. This is the Tarteist Clay Paint Liner. Also never gravitate towards this liner. This is gonna go in my other makeup collection because I don't know, I might use these eyeliners for like Halloween. I do a lot of like face painting most Halloweens, and I always use eyeliners like this to like outline things. I never ever use this anymore. This is just the NYX like dual eyeliner, Maybelline Master Precise. It already dried out, so. And then this is the Ico liquid liner. Also never use this because it transfers on me. This MAC press powder is gonna go in my makeup collection drawers. So is this It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination. And yeah, and then all this I just have to put back into this drawer. So then now I want to put some of this stuff in here. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I have cleaned up the top a little bit. I'm just leaving like my brushes and my perfumes and just stuff that I pull out very regularly, and then getting to the good stuff. I have my palettes, my concealers, miscellaneous, some eye stuff, and like my vitamin C serum. Back here I have more palettes, my hair bands, my foundations and tinted moisturizers, blush, highlighters, and like the bronzer that I'm currently using, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, my mascaras, lip products, primers, and eye stuff. And then over here I do need to get more of these containers, but for now I just put this stuff like this. So I have my MAC Fix Plus, the coconut one, all-nighter, my Aveeno Positively Radiant SPF 30, I use this every day, my Embryolisse moisturizer, this is like for nighttime. I have my two beauty blenders which need to be washed. I have my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, my RCMA powder. Back here I have my Physicians Formula butter bronzer, which didn't fit in like my little bronzer container. I have my Kabuki brush and the Ordinary high spreadability primer. So yeah, I think we are pretty organized in here and up here, so I'm just gonna move on to the rest of my collection. So the rest of my makeup collection is kind of in an odd place because if you guys saw my like house tour that I did like a year ago, you would know that I don't have a lot of closet space, so I kind of have to keep my entire collection in the same area where I keep like my laundry stuff, which is kind of weird, but it sort of works out. So I'm gonna show you where I keep it. I think these are called like the Alex drawers from Ikea. I can't remember the name of them, but I only use a couple of these drawers for makeup, and then I store other things like office stuff. So this is kind of like my office as well. I have my drawers, and this is my washer and dryer, and I also have like my vacuum and stuff. So I'm just using this as like a multi-purpose closet. I do want to get some like shelving or organization on the wall, which I'll eventually do. So the first drawer looks like this, and since these little containers are really long and these drawers are very long, they go like all the way back here, I'm going to pull them out, put them on my desk, and then kind of like sort through everything. I got these containers from the Container Store. The next drawer is just more blush and more powders, and then I have like some eyelash stuff. So these are the 2 containers from the first drawer, and this is the container from the second drawer. So I just have blush, some powders, and more blush here. Then I have some bronzers, a powder, some of my Glossier stuff. This I think would be great during the summer, so I still haven't really used it, so I'm going to pull it out and put it on my vanity. And then these are just highlighters and more bronzers. So I'm not gonna go through everything because it'll take me forever. Just more blush, another Stay Matte. Yeah, and then this is everything that I took out from there. So I have this ColourPop blush in Between the Sheets, which I just don't use. This blush from Milani in Dolce Pink, which I also don't use. Soft and Gentle by MAC, but this one's shattered and I already have a brand new one. So this is the Ambient Lighting Powder in Radiant Light. It doesn't really do much for me, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This next blush is probably like 8 years old, so I'm just gonna get rid of it because I don't really use it that much. Another Milani Baked blush in Red Vino. This ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Wisp. I like the lighter one. I don't really find myself using this one. MAC Well Dressed. NARS Orgasm, this little thing. Benefit Blush in Dandelion, doesn't really do much for my cheeks. Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil in light medium, doesn't really show up on my skin. An Avon or Avon blush. It's actually really pretty, but I just never ever used it. It's called Soft Plum. Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Rose, looks like this. Dior Bronze in Coral Rivera, also really old. It's very pretty, but I just never wear it. Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Bronze. I already have one very similar to this one. And yeah, this is what the first drawer looks like. I know it's kind of a lot, but I do rotate between all of this throughout the year. This here, and then I just have some eyelashes and this, so it's kind of like an empty drawer. Next, this drawer has a lot of stuff that I just do not use. So yeah, let's go through this. So these palettes, I'm not gonna get rid of because I already kind of decluttered my palettes. So I'm gonna put them here. So for eyeshadows, I kind of have a collection of these L'Oreal Infallible little pigment things, pressed pigments, and it's because I really love these. So I almost have them in like every color. This is what I'm gonna get rid of. This is the Blackest Black by L'Oreal. This transfers on me. I have this e.l.f. Trio in Peach Please, which I just never wear. This CoverGirl eyeshadow NARS Duo, which is actually really pretty, but I just never wear it. And I have this Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow. I think I got this as like a point perk. Never wear it. I have these 4 pigments, which I got as like a gift, and I just never wear them. So those are gonna go in here. And then these 2 are just really old and dried out. So this is Painterly and Soft Ochre by MAC. So this is what this drawer looks like. And now moving on, I have my eyeshadow palettes. This one I use like for Halloween. This is my Maron like face painting palette. This is my Tartelette, and that's it for the palettes. And then I have eyeliners. So this is it for my eyeliners. This is everything that I'm keeping, and then this is everything that I'm throwing away. I have some Benefit Eye Bright, a Lancome. I already have another one. This one's like very dried out and old. This one is like dried out and old. This Urban Decay Glide On Shadow Pencil. It's dried out and I never wore it either way. This Jessie's Girl liquid eyeliner transferred on me, so I couldn't really wear it. This NARS larger than life long wearing eyeliner. I think this would like smudge on me, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. The Buxom eyeliner, this stuff is really old. I never wore this one by Stila. And then I have another Makeup Forever, and I also never wore this one. So we kind of have a lot going on here. I haven't really decluttered my makeup collection like this in a very, very, very long time. So this is what we're staying with. The next drawer is my foundation and face stuff, and then I have more lip stuff that doesn't fit in the other drawers. These are the things that I am going to be keeping for the face. For the lips, this is what I am going to be keeping. So this is everything that I'm gonna get rid of. This is ColourPop Lumiere, and it is a very pretty color, but I already have other colors very similar to this. This one by Revlon, and it's called Natural. This LA Girl Long Lasting All Day in Natural. I have this one, which I never use, and this one by Milani in Most Natural. I'm getting rid of this Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. I do like it, but I think I'm like allergic to something in it. It might be a sunscreen. This one, I tried it and I can't remember if I like it or not. I'm getting rid of the Laura Mercier Silk Cream because I have the moisturizing one. This one's oil free, and I find that it's a little bit too like matte on me. This is the Laura Mercier Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid. Moving into these lip things. I think I sorted through this before we moved. That's why I don't have that many things to get rid of. But this is what we're getting rid of. The NYX Soft Matte Liquid Lips in Cairo and Athens. Too Faced Naked Dolly Lipstick. Galactic Allure Lipstick. The Color Sensations Lipstick in Neon Red. And this lipstick by Revlon in Soft Nude. So this is it for this drawer. And for the last drawer, we have more lip products. These are the ones that I'm keeping, and then these are the ones that I'm going to get rid of. So I have MAC Myth, MAC So Chad, which is like an orangey color, MAC's Amorous, which is like this color right here, Plum Full, which is just a pretty plum color, Diva, this was a very, very popular color back in the day, Cream Sheen, which very similar to Diva, Max Fro, which is just like a frosty metallic color. And finally I have Touch of Spice because I have a color very similar to this. So that's it for this drawer, and these are just extra clear containers that I have, and these are just like travel little makeup bags or like brush holders that I have back here. Very quickly, I'm going to take you through all of the drawers again. The rest of the drawers are just office stuff. So here's one last look at this one. Then we have this one again. All of my lip liners. These are liquid lipsticks that are a little bit taller, and then these are more liquid lipsticks, regular lipstick, and then this is like my foundation or tinted moisturizer container. Next we have my palettes and my eyeliners. Next we have all of my pressed pigments and like single eyeshadows. We have some extra blushes, my Glossier Cloud Paints, and then some more stuff back here, and then I have my eyelashes. And then finally, this is my first drawer. So I have blush, some powders, and more blush, bronzers, and just stuff that doesn't fit back here. Now, these are my Halo Scope, some like eyelash stuff, 2 bronzers that don't fit back here, and then this Laura Geller brightening foundation So this is our declutter basket. I'm gonna see if my family and friends want any of it, and then I'm going to just get rid of the rest or donate the rest. And that is pretty much everything for my makeup decluttering until next year. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.